Hello there, I wanted to give some super early impressions on Star Wars Outlaws, and I mean early, as in the first hour to 90 minutes, so this will be pretty brief. But straight away, I think the game starts out in kind of a slow way. I think the opening mission it does not put its best foot forward. It's very slow, stealth sections, not a ton of action, and it doesn't really showcase a whole lot of the game's mechanics for you from the get-go. So when you start playing, it does feel a little bit like, oh, this is kind of slow and not boring, but slow. Now, once you get to the first real planet like Tashara, the game opens up, and you're given a lot more freedom in terms of exploration and side quests and treasure hunting and mini-games like Sabak. So once you get over that initial slow start, I think the game finds its footing like that. I think the game world looks beautiful. The first hour was pretty much spent on Canto Bight, and it looks gorgeous. I love the little things like graffiti and Aurebesh everywhere, little critters running around that you can pet. You can go and bet on like Failure Racing. There's arcade games you can play. There's vendors. There's like stuff lying around that you can collect and sell, and Nix can find you credits. The feel of the world is spot on. The atmosphere is just, honestly, it's perfect. It looks and sounds like you're on Canto Bight. I know that sounds really cliche, but that's just how it feels. It's fantastic. It's incredibly well done, and I love it. Now, all that said, as great as the world looks, I do think the character models are not as good as the world around them. I don't know if this is just because of the Snowdrop engine or something else, but it almost feels like you're watching character models that have been sort of keyed into the scene rather than them actually being there. There's just like a tiny little visual disconnect from them to the world around them. It's a relatively minor issue, and it's not something that even everyone's going to notice, but it is something that just feels just a little bit out of place, like they don't quite fit in. I feel like Kay's jump feels a little bit floaty and disconnected too. Jumping over a ledge just feels not nice. I don't really know how else to describe it. It just doesn't feel the best. Same with the grappling hook, where I would swing across somewhere, and when I would click to jump off a swing, the game decided that I would rather fall straight down than, sort of carrying the momentum forward and grabbing onto the ledge or whatever that was in front of me. That just felt bad. It didn't feel intuitive, as if like, oh, okay, here's where you jump and you land on the wall, and no, it just kept dropping me straight down. Could have been a timing issue on my part, but I'm not sure. Shooting, the combat feels fine. It's a little bit simple. Remember though, I am playing very, very early on and have no upgrades or new skills yet. I don't love the feel of the melee. You can do some takedowns on that. It's fine. It definitely works, but it just doesn't feel very impactful. I will say as well, enemy pathfinding and AI seems to be pretty poor. That kind of thing where you can basically kind of walk parallel to someone just sort of out of their cone of vision, and they don't know you're there. It does feel pretty bad. It makes the stealth feel kind of cheap and pointless, and it kind of makes me feel like going in guns blazing is just the more fun option. I don't know. I'm already obsessed with Nix. This little guy is the cutest thing in the world, and I feel like that scene from Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Rosa and the dog. I love his utility as well, where he can pick you up credits and junk to sell. He can steal from people and bring you back stuff. He can attack and distract enemies, open and close doors, or release ladders to places that you can't quite reach to on your own. He's a very useful little critter, and honestly, I love him already. And that's about it so far. Like I said, this is going to be very brief because I'm only like legitimately 2 hours into the game. I've picked up a couple of missions on Tashara, and I'm going to start working my way through that. I just wanted to get some early impressions together because I'm not really going to have a lot of time to play really until the weekend, and I wanted to just get something out. So far though, pretty happy with the game, despite the slow starting mission that I think will be a little bit off-putting to people just because of its simplicity and pacing. And there are just those minor things. Some of the visual stuff, like the character models feeling a little bit disconnected to the world, the way they move. It's not seamlessly blended together. And yeah, just the feel. The shooting is honestly fine. It feels okay. The cover feels fine. But yeah, the melee stuff doesn't feel fantastic either, and the stealth is pretty poor. But apart from that, enjoying it so far, and really looking forward to getting deeper into this game with the reputation system and other stuff like that. Really looking forward to it. So make sure you check back here in the future for more Star Wars Outlaws content and some other stuff. I love talking about Star Wars. Favorite thing to do in the world, and I cannot wait to sink more time into this game. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I'm going to go try and squeeze in some more time on Outlaws now. Thank you for watching though. Make sure you subscribe, follow me here, and I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. Always.
Nice one, pal.